so I'm cheating a little bit with this show, like really cheating, because I said before, whenever I talked about a show this year, I wanted to be completed so I could look at the thing as a whole, and this one just got started. Honestly, at the time I'm recording this, season 1 isn't even done yet. But even with not that many episodes out yet, I feel like there's a lot to talk about with The Mandalorian, and so does everyone else, because this show is just exploding. With the Star Wars movies being up and down over the years, and honestly a lot of Star Wars property kind of being the same, they're kind of hit and miss. I feel like this is something in this universe I'm really into, I'm really excited for, like I want to kind of live here. In the same way I'd like to live in Sin City. There's just kind of this cool style and this badass nature and just this quiet complexity going on that you don't usually see that much in, well, sci-fi or action or really anything much nowadays. The show is about a bounty hunter called the Mandalorian. There's several of them, though not a ton as there used to be, and they do their best to keep their identity a secret, never taking off their masks. Yeah, it's kind of a Judge Dredd thing that way. The real Judge Dredd. At first I thought maybe this could be a problem as, for a movie that's alright, but for a show, man, how are you gonna follow this guy for a long time if you never see his face? But so much about this character is kept deep and simple. He doesn't talk much, but you know what he's like. He's angry, but he's in control. He's very to himself, but he will definitely act. He doesn't put up with any bullshit, but he'll do what needs to be done, both professionally and ethically, even if that means giving up something very important. One of the factors that keeps us interested in him is that there is so much mystery around him, and they do show you bits and pieces of his past. You do see him as a child, something tragic happened. You know he thinks of it a lot, so it's something that really defines him. But they're showing it to you very slowly. The rest of the show, so far, is him traveling and performing these jobs, but there's one in particular that he seems to be really stuck with. The Empire, or what's left of it, has hired him to pick up a particular organism. An adorable little meme everybody is calling Baby Yoda. Though clearly this can't be Baby Yoda, this takes place after Return of the Jedi. He seems to be the same species, and again, there's a lot of mystery around him. Where'd he come from? How many of these are there? Why does the Empire want him? As you'd imagine, there's a lot of betrayal, backstabbing, people banding together and then turning on one another. And a big crazy ass chase starts that of course he's in the middle of. So what I really like about this show is that it does what I honestly like the most in the Star Wars universe. It's visual storytelling. There's a lot of atmosphere, a lot of side quests, and not a ton of talking. Yeah, no prequel Congress talks or the economic imbalance of space horses or whatever. It's like a spaghetti western, the man with no name, or in this case, no face. Traveling the galaxy, running away from his past, trying to get by, but despite his brooding demeanor, there's always something he does that's ethical, but always gets him in trouble. Most of the characters work the same way. They're simple, but you can understand them very quickly. They don't say much, but through their movements and their actions and the few words they do say, you know what they're all about. The show was developed by Jon Favreau, who I've been shedding a lot on lately, but I really think he's hit on something amazing here. This is what I wanted the Solo movie to be. A long time ago, they were talking about doing a Mos Eisley show or film, and I was excited because I thought it would be something like this. And everybody was like, oh, why are they doing that? They're making a movie out of anything. But I thought, man, the tough, aggressive, but blunt and to the point environment is kind of what I loved in a lot of these Star Wars movies. It gave you bullet points but left open a lot of room for discussion and interpretation. Much like a lot of those great westerns or gangster stories or samurai stories. So, as of now, I'm in love with this show, as I'm sure a lot of people are. Will it continue to go in this direction? Will there be twists and turns we can all get behind? Or will something inevitably happen that loses a good chunk of us? I don't know, but as of now, there's something really solid, really cool, and even kind of complex when you read into what they're doing and why they're doing it. I love the hell out of this show, and I can't wait to see more.